I just come to check on you. Remember since you called me to complain about your body pain, I've not been really busy at work. Really busy. So how's your body now?
My daughter, you worry too much. The pain has not disappeared when it came. I'm alright now.
Okay then, Mama. Thank God. I should be running along now. It's really getting late. And my driver had to close at 4:30 p.m. Mama, these are for you.
Oh my daughter, you papa me too much.
Mama.
I still have all this is at home.
It's better.
Because the money you gave to me last time you came, I don't even touch it.
It's better it's except for me, but not enough.
May Almighty God bless you.
Amen.
Very soon, may Almighty God bless you with a man.
Amen, Mama.
A good man of a good destiny.
Amen.
That will bear me grandchildren that I will carry on my back.
But amen, Mama. It's okay. Don't worry.
It is well with you.
Amen.
May Almighty God protect you.
You guys are welcome. Thank you. And you guys are president. Thank you. And it's not that today is my happiest day. And I believe you like to know what I'm celebrating. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Frank and I have decided to get married. Wow. And today is our engagement party. Oh. Hip, hip, hip. Hooray. Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, 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 hooray! Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you all. Congratulations. Oh, thank you very much, Sarah. You're more than a friend to me. And my prayer for you is that you'll be next online. Amen. Thank you very much.
Congratulations. Congrats.
Oh, thank you very much, Dad. Thank you very much. Sir, enough of your playboy lifestyle. You need to go and settle down.
Seriously, I'm ready to settle down. I've just not found the right one, you know.
That is what you always say. Oh, Okay, anyway, Sarah. Okay, meet my good friend. I'll be telling you about Sarah. Sarah, meet yourself. Okay, let me leave you guys to get committed, okay?
Yeah. I can see all the things she feels information about you. Yes.
What?
Your beauty.
Oh, wow. Wonderful. Osaze.
Randy.
Osaze, my guy.
You're welcome.
Osaze, yeah, you finally hit your good mind.
But that is small thing.
Tell me, who be this girl? When you tell me this girl when they pamper you like P&G soup?
I met her at Maureen's engagement party.
Are you sure? Not before then? It's not up to 3 months now.
No. 4 months.
4 months.
And not before then. Although Maureen had been telling me about her before then.
No wonder.
No wonder what?
This she bought for you now. Look at your house.
Well, she's rich and she's a cheerful giver. She doesn't even wait for me to cry before she puts the feeding bottle into my mouth. And what do? I just keep sucking and sucking.
Oh boy, I envy you. Do you love her?
Love? I've not really thought about that too. You know, Monique, Tina, Linda, and Susie. They will kill you. And besides, I don't think I'm ready to settle down for permanent love yet.
Better be you. I'm not getting young anymore.
Randy, see, I'm a man. Men don't get old. Haven't you heard about 60-year-old man, 60-year-old men, or even older men getting married to beautiful ladies?
So is that where you want to pattern your life to? Osaze, let me tell you, marriage is like a pot of soup, and love is the main ingredients that makes it sweet.
Why are you talking like this now? I thought you would be with me on this. See, are you not? Have you suddenly gotten soft? Or as Clara brainwashed you?
This is not a matter of brainwashing or Clara. Clara, I love Clara. Man, the way I love that girl is different from the way I love the other girls. My heart is settling for her. Look, she promised to come to my house today when she's coming from tomorrow. What will happen then? Just try and think about what I told you. Okay? Alright. Bye.
Come to think of it, what do I do? Am I not stuck? The way Sarah behaves nowadays, it's like she's getting tired of my not saying anything near marriage. If she breaks up with me, would she affect my sack? Since the job came through her connections. I don't really love her. I better be wise. Because where do I get another job or the money from to continue living large? I believe if I propose to her, she will do more than she's doing right now. And maybe I will find love for her by and by. At least for the financial aspect of life. Hello. Honey? I think I would like to see you. Yeah.
Good day, viewers, and you're welcome to today's episode of Decisions. I'm your host. My name is Akimbola Praise. Today we're talking about an issue titled or caption, Missing Ingredient. And to deliberate on this with me today, I have by my near right here, Mrs. Justina Kesabosa. She is the founder and life coach of Joseph Space Nigeria Limited. You're welcome, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
And just after her, I have Reverend E.O. Bioworo, who is the National Presbyter of Church of God Mission, Ubeji Province in Delta State. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
Okay, we've watched the drama for today, and we see a situation where it's like the tables turned against a young man who has been living carefree. Now that he has decided to make something good out of his life, it's like life doesn't want to make something good out of him. But first, I want to start from the angle of the lady. For a lady who has the basics of life covered, by that, a good family, good job, living fine, should she be under pressure, under that condition at all? This is Justina, you're a lady, so let's hear from the ladies. And she has the basics. She more or less doesn't need a man, does she? And she should be under pressure.
Thank you very much. And when we talk about being under pressure, we are talking about not pressure because we don't have the good things of life.
Okay.
We need companionship. And life is structured in such a way that society makes us to believe that at a certain time we should have achieved certain things.
Okay.
Marriage being one of those things. So by the time a girl gets out of school and gets a job,
okay,
the immediate next thing that is in the mind of most girls, not all, because some would prefer to pursue career,
okay,
the immediate next thing is to have a husband and to start a family. But in these days of feminism and all that, you can still have people who wouldn't be bothered by such things, who would rather just pursue their careers. Yes, and but the normal average, especially in our society,
okay,
in Africa, here in Nigeria that we're used to, there comes a point in time in your life that
is expected.
It's expected that
it's a societal expectation.
Yes. So,
but should that put somebody under pressure?
Yes, it does. It does put you, if not actively, saliently, because you just know that people remarks are coming from here and there, suggestive remarks to remind you that there's something that you still need to do. So it has to take a lot of courage for you not to come under pressure.
Actually, in the society now, even in church, there are a lot of ladies, you see, under pressure kind of. It shows, like them becoming maybe sometimes too friendly, always like friend seeking kind of thing. So you see signs like there's some kind of pressure. But does it have to do with maybe the kind of sphere that they find themselves, the circles, their friends and all that? Because yes, society expects that you achieve something at a particular point, but perhaps if you don't hear them all the time. They don't remind you, just as you said. You may not be under pressure. So
the point is when you get to that point, you know, when we move in life, we move in groups.
Yes.
That means you move with friends or you move with
age group,
age bracket.
Similar.
And you see that at that point, invitation cards are coming from left, right,
anywhere.
and center.
And it's yours that everyone is waiting.
Either everyone is waiting for yours, you yourself are waiting for yours, or you now pass to another stage where everybody around you has married, or almost everybody has married. And invitation cards are not coming to that group again. They are going to the next generation. So it becomes a panicky situation.
You see, it could be a personal inducement. Nobody, you may not bother about what people say, but within you have expectation. Think about man's needs. You have to move on.
Yeah.
Now, so it is important that when you get to this stage in life, there's time for everything.
Yes.
Time to be single, and time to be married. Now that's about the time. Everybody has his own time. But the Bible says that it's not good that a man should be alone.
Yeah.
In other words, man being alone is not a complete biological situation.
Okay.
And so there's need for companionship. That's what she talking about.
Okay.
And that companionship comes either from the male or from the female.
So more or less, it means that the pressure must come at a time, whether it's externally induced or self-induced.
It will come when it will come. Sure.
Okay. Okay. Good men or good husbands, they are not written on the foreheads for someone to be able to identify. So I want to know what location has to do with finding the right partner for marriage. Is location important, or it doesn't matter where you meet anyone? You can meet a good person anywhere, madam?
I believe that you can meet a good person anywhere, but that is not to say that you get a concentration of good people in some particular locations.
Yes.
And it depends on exactly what you are looking for in a man or a wife.
Okay.
Because some good locations can produce bad husbands or bad wives.
Yeah.
Because I've heard
including
a lot of stories
sometimes
of people who just came to church, not because they were Christians.
Okay.
They just believed that good men and good women are in church. And they now come and they behave churchy so that they can get what they want to get. And you see, it doesn't really tell. And if you go to, a lot of people will say, if you go to a bar, for example, where you have a lot of people drinking, smoking and all that, you might not be able to see a good man. But on the other hand, it is possible to also get a good man in a bar. There are some people who go to bars not because they are bad. There are moments of depression, there are moments of pressure, maybe from friends or something. Anything can happen. So I don't think location is really something that you will say, okay, for me to get a good man, I should be in his best.
So in the absolute sense, location is not an issue.
Yes, but we must be careful because birds of the same feather flock together.
Okay, we'd like to take a short break and then we'll be back to discuss the issue. Please stay with us.
Support or advertise on this program, please send a mail to advert@colonyproject.com.ng or call +234 809 512 5565.
Welcome back, viewers. You're welcome to the second segment of today's discussion. We're still talking about missing ingredient. The next question that comes to my mind now is that Osaze, the guy we have named Osaze here, he proposed to the lady without having love in his heart. Is there a fixed formula? Is there a fixed approach that works under all circumstances by which a lady can know this man loves me or does not love me? This is Kesagosa.
There's no fixed formula, but we have to be sensitive in our spirits, because the point is, love you can see an expression of love. A lot of people don't know that love speaks. The words that love speak are not words that you hear with your ears. So somebody can be telling you, you are hearing physically, I love you. But it's not translating in the actions that you can not, see as, they are not vivid actions that you can just see and know. They are very salient actions that can point any observant woman to the fact that this guy loves me.
Okay.
It comes from the heart. They have to connect with your spirit that there is love. It's not by shouting, I love you, I love you, I love you every day. But there are things that the guy will do. And if you are observant, if you are not allowing your desperation to becloud your judgment, you will be able to see that from this thing that this guy has done, this sacrifice, because love is sacrifice. There are some sacrifices that the guy will make. And
it's selfless.
Yes, it's selfless. Expensive sacrifices. Anything. And a lot of women, I tell them, when you enter into a marriage, I say, but he was behaving like he loved me, he used to buy this for me, he used to buy. I say, those things beclouded your judgment. Those are not the things that we should be looking at. Flowers express love, but not the kind of love that, there's something that has to be expressed first.
Okay, from
your heart, that is now translated to those flowers or the gifts.
Okay.
But those gifts, most of the time, becloud a lot of
the joy of moment.
Yes, other emotions that, because you see these things they are spontaneous.
Okay.
When the guy will sleep, if the guy is just talking or just buying things to try to woo you,
okay,
and
at some point,
yes, he will sleep. But what happens is that a lot of times when he sleeps, women will say, maybe he didn't really mean it that way. Maybe they try to explain away those things, and later those things will now grow bigger. It's like when you
that's what becomes.
Yes,
starts to haunt them.
Yes, when you see a baby serpent as you are cleaning your house, you will not say, this baby serpent, see how fine it is. Let me just leave this serpent. At that point, it doesn't have venom.
Well, the serpent is a serpent.
The serpent is so it's going to grow into a big serpent with venom and kill you. So if we don't nip those cracks, if we don't address those issues at the very beginning and say, I wish them away, they will grow out of control, and later.
Is there anything you want to say?
We should look at what the Bible talks about love, the qualities of love. We talk about love here. There's difference between love, frustration, and what these crazy people talk about. Oh, I saw the face is pointed on you. I like you. If you notice bed tomorrow, love is gone. That's no more love. That's no more love. So the Bible talks about love. Go to 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 4 to 8. Love is patient. Love is this. Love is that. Love is this. And that's the type of love that we're talking about. So a child of God who wants to get married, and that is God's desire for everyone, because a man cannot be alone.
Yeah.
You must make. Yeah. You wait on the altar of genuine love as specified in the Bible. So that no other thing be clouds. Yeah, not the clouds. Women usually they are not moved by words. They are moved more by actions.
Okay.
And men the other way around. So, but whatever.
And that's why a lot of men out there catch a lot of ladies with all those shows, because they know that the moment they show this, they buy cards, they buy flowers, they are head over heels.
No, but the point is, I have come to also discover that when you counsel with people and when you observe people, and from personal experiences, even in that show, you always see those cracks. What we do is wish them away, that it will blow over. But it's just like a small serpent. Okay. By the time the guy gets what he wants, that serpent grows. It's at that point that you start saying, he doesn't even care. When he comes into the house, he's a guy that comes into the house and pulls shoes and throw, anyhow, just pulls his shirt and scatter. You go to the guy's house and everywhere and then you say, no, by the time we marry, that time he will know he's a husband and he will do this one and that. You understand? A guy that comes into the house and he doesn't say, why are you looking like this? Is everything okay? That guy, if he doesn't ask you now, he won't ask you later. So that is, my husband doesn't even care. He doesn't go down memory lane. You will see that he did start now.
Okay.
He has been like that.
Unless he was camouflaging.
Yes. Even if he's camouflaging, he will sleep. It's not. You will not notice that it's not every time.
So the key message now to the ladies out there is that first they need to be spirit-led, then they need to be very sensitive. As you were saying, they need to be very observant.
When they are observant and they know, most of the times they know. Let them address the issues. Let them not fear. A lot of them will say, if I say like this, I want if the man now goes and doesn't come again. Better lose the man now than to enter into a relationship where you are going to endure forever.
Yeah, the same advice goes for men too. Women could behave that way. Women could behave that way. They could be funny, know what they want to get. So let's not, the men not say, okay, well, this girl, this is the smiles, is very caring. Beyond the caring, the man is not only a day's journey.
Yeah.
As long as you're on earth, it's a journey that starts, and you don't know when it will end. So we should be careful.
Okay, now the lady now was under pressure. It was like if she didn't get a husband, she's not settled. But now she got the husband. The husband was not what she wanted or what she thought, and now she's like married but single. She's just gone her own way. So I begin to wonder, why was she under pressure before? How come she's not under pressure now? Could she not have just endured and just stayed with the man? Okay, fine, he's not behaving well, knowing fully well. We'll be told a lot, no man is an angel. Even me, I'm not an angel. I'm almost an angel, but not one. So could she not have endured?
That's you know, when I always put this parable, somebody puts it to me, and people always laugh. That you go to the market in the evening to buy meat does not mean that you should buy rotten meat, because that rotten meat will cost you much more. Maybe you will now get infected, stomach poison, running diarrhea and all of that.
It will lead to death.
It will lead to your death. So even in that pressure, let us be wise, and let us know that what we are entering into, just like Reverend has said, is not a one day. There are stories upon stories of people who have rushed into marriage and have come regretting. They barely came out with their lives. Some people were disfigured. Some people lost everything. You know, so it's back to square one. At this point, the bad thing is when somebody enters an abusive relationship like that and they come out, there's always a tendency to go back to that pattern of abuse.
That's serious.
If you check the women who come from abusive marriages, most of them go back into abusive relationships.
Wow.
Because the first abuse breaks down the self-confidence of that woman. Now, when this girl, her name is Sarah, leaves this relationship, if she does, what will happen is she can't trust any man again. She will not believe that every man is coming for her money. And in an attempt to ward off every man coming for her money, or she will enter every relationship with an attitude of war, which does not go well for the relationship.
So my eyes are not opened. I'm not wise.
So, but as it is now, marriage is a make or mar, but it's also said to be for better and for worse. If you're there, you're there. So she cannot really sign up. But as it is now, she has chosen to just not trust the man again. The man at the point, at the moment now, said he's born again. Is this a situation-induced change, or is it truly changed? Can situation make some people to be born again and they think they are and they are not?
Well, now I couldn't make crayfish bed now. It is possible. But this change was actually more, because from what we watched, there was not to show there was an tracker or that thing. It was, my eyes are now opened. I've done this.
But he used to have some friends, which it seems he has done away with them. All those other ladies,
no, just like the prodigal son, we come to a point of realization. A lot of you don't have to even go for altar call. I got born again without going for altar call. You come to a point of realization in your life, and the Spirit of God has dealt with you, and you say, what am I doing? You might not be a bad person or anything, but you might just be a churchy person or something. And you just say, Christianity must be more than this. You know, and you say, let me dedicate my life to Jesus, and you take make your commitment.
Okay, thank you very much, man. Thank you very much, sir, for today's deliberation. I've been talking with Mrs. Kesabosa and Reverend Ubioro. Thank you for coming, for doing justice to this. For anyone out there, you have any situation or any issue that is similar, and for these particular people, please, especially the man, you need to ensure that you show so much love to the woman that has shown you so much love. And if you got married to a right person, eventually she will change and things will become better again. I remain your host. My name is Akimbola Praise, and this is Decisions. I want you to keep the day with us, same station, same time next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.